The ways in which the pandemic affected the world in such specific ways is something many of us find ourselves discovering each day. Over the course of the past few months, everyone has slowly adapted to these changes. Everything we see around us is almost exactly the same, with a few very noticeable differences. For stand up comedians from Bloomington, Indiana, they've had to adapt to shows with a limited number of audience members or open mic nights located outside in the cold autumn weather. Initially, many of us expected the entire world to go on pause until the coronavirus was gone. Of course, this seemed less likely as time went on. Still, we underestimate and often forget about how those passionate about sports or the arts took a big hit in these troubling times.
3.5 years ago, I started here in Bloomington. Yeah, I would always kind of I like to write a lot growing up, and I used to try to write sketches like in high school and stuff, and never really ended up doing sketch. But yeah, I wrote comedy for probably like a good year and a half before I did my first open mic.
On the other hand, Sohail Ali, a grad student from Indiana University, started to pursue stand up comedy during the pandemic, after having a keen interest in doing so for years.
So I started writing comedy just this past fall. I'd been doing like comedy stuff on YouTube before, but never really done stand-up comedy before. And it was always something that I enjoyed. Watched a lot of comedians do it, and so I sort of just tried this past August for the first time, actually in Indianapolis, looking for open mics because things were so locked down due to the pandemic. And then I heard about this open mic on campus, which I found on Facebook, and then started writing and coming here to work out stuff.
Comedy allows us to confront what happens around us in ways that would be much harder to do if we had to be fully serious. For many of the comedians who came up on the stage during the night, the recent US presidential election was a very hot topic.
Election, huh? Crazy times. I was nervous. It's looking like Biden is going to win, but I should not have voted for Kanye. That was too close. I didn't do it. Relax. The only person I know who voted for Kanye was Kanye. It's crazy. That takes confidence. Even Kim was like, "Oh, shh. This one's too important."
For many up-and-coming comedians, comedy podcasts are a major inspiration, meaning that it's only natural that the genre of comedy revolving around offering hot takes and fresh perspectives over current events is so popular among the youth.
As far as influences, like I said, I do watch a lot of comedians, just consume a lot of their content, their podcasts, and a lot of comedians sort of outline their writing process in those interviews. So, listening to guys like Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle and Nate Bargatze, these sort of comedians who have shared their methods of doing their work.
While the night saw a number of comedians take the small stage at their university, some of them even perform at larger venues, such as the Helium Comedy Club, a Philadelphia-based institution which made its way to Indianapolis. It speaks to the character and passion of these talents that they try to chase every opportunity they can, as long as it helps them hone their craft, even during a pandemic.